me why it might be dark. Does anyone want to have a guess? It's because where they're from, in Africa, it's really, really hot, and these guys eat for at least 20 hours a day. So if your tongue was outside in super hot weather for 20 hours a day and it was pink, you'd probably get quite sunburned. So it's kind of like a natural sunscreen for them. That's why it's only up to about 20 centimetres. Another cool feature that I like is the speed that they can run at. These guys are huge and they look super awkward when they're running, but they can actually run about 50k an hour if they want. Has anyone seen a giraffe run before?
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
Did you think it was pretty funny?
I was surprised how graceful they are. I thought they'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like slow motion. Yeah. Does anyone know how they fight?
You got my
Yeah, they use their necks and their heads like baseball bats. So you can see on their heads it's all lumpy and bumpy, and they've got 3 horns. That's just that's kind of like their weapon and also their helmet. So all those lumps are just calcium build-up, and it kind of protects their head because they're using it to fight. And you can see on some of the boys, on their rear ends, they've got scars and scratches. That's usually where they aim to hit with their heads. I don't know if anyone saw that Africa show a couple of weeks ago. There was a pretty decent giraffe fight on there, and they can do a lot of damage if they want. These guys don't really have any predators once they're fully grown apart from humans because of their size. Lions do try and hunt their young, but one of these guys' kicks can actually shatter a lion's skull, so they have to be pretty game to take them on. And when a young is born, it's actually 6 foot, so taller than most of us here today, and it drops from that height. So they're pretty hardy right from the word go. These guys as well actually only have 7 vertebrae in their neck, just like us. They're just much larger. And they also have a heart the size of a basketball. About that big. So it's pretty large. They have triple jointed legs, so they can not only kick backwards, but they can kick forwards and sideways, which makes them quite dangerous, and is one of the reasons why we don't work in with them. They would never really intentionally hurt us, but if they decided to kick or got a bit spooked, we wouldn't really stand a chance against them. Feel free to ask questions at any time, by the way. I'm just going to keep talking.
How long do they live?
How long? In the wild, probably late teens would be a pretty decent life for them, but in captivity they can get into their 20s. So our oldest is 15 and he's still pretty young. He's hiding. But he's still got a long time to go.
How tall are they?
The tallest one ever was over 6 meters. Our tallest is Jabari here, and I think he's like 5.7 meters. We don't actually measure them, we do weigh them. So our heaviest is around the 1200 kg mark. Whoa. Yeah. McCall over there in the back. That one. These guys are all crush trained as well, so because they're so big we can't, like I said, go in with them. They're all trained in vet races. I don't know if many of you have seen crushes. That's where we can do tactile work with them and check their feet and trim their hooves and get them used to like human contact for when something goes wrong.
Hi, buddy.
So the names of them, this is Ndoki on the left, he's our oldest boy. Then we've got Jabari, Misamba, Makulu, and Zali and Dumi. So they're all African names. Does anyone have any questions? Melman from Madagascar. they can eat a lot as well. They eat in the wild about 50 kgs of leaf litter each a day. It's quite a lot of leaves when you think about how